Alright, well shit, you can't meet me nowhere, like close by business in the Beltway. Alright, bet, I'm on one.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. Capital One Arena in our nation's capital. Tonight, the Washington Wizards taking on the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets control the opening tip. Dwight Howard with the block shot. That ball's out of bounds off one of the Wizards. Harden lets it fly from beyond the arc, and that's the start they wanted here on the road.
Execution is everything. I love the sharpness and precision they came out with in that first possession.
5-second violation.
Ed, you ready for another fun fact about the Houston Rockets?
Let's do it.
Okay, the team was established in 1967, was given the name the Rockets because San Diego was the home to many space-age manufacturers. When the team eventually moved to Houston, the name still fit, giving Houston's association with NASA.
Wow, so Houston, we have a problem, all of that associated with space? Who knew?
Are you saying that because Carmelo Anthony's in town?
No, Apollo 13.
Oh, okay.
Beal? Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Harden, guarded by Beal. To Anthony. Porter with the block. That ball's out of bounds off one of the Wizards. Shot clock winding down. Paul to Anthony. 4-3. He engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Paul into the front court. Lead is 2. To Harden. Fires the 3. His first effort off the mark. Beal here against Harden. Around the perimeter. To Howard. Taking advantage of the defender. Nice ball fake.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Harden in possession. Looking to make something happen. To Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. 3 for 4. Good start. Jay, he's played for a number of teams in the Western Conference, no less. What do you make of Paul and his willingness to embrace a challenge?
Well, for the first 12 years of his career, he was ball dominant. The ball was forced to be in his hands every possession because nobody else, other than CP3, could make a play. Now there's a shared responsibility with the playmaking skills, and that only allows him to play looser, to play freer, to play more like he played in college, hunting his own shot and thinking pass second, score first.
Into the front court, it's Wall. Down 2. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
To Beal. Porter. Shot off the mark. Good defense. To Chris. Here's a chance from long range. Rebound taken by the Wizards. Harden with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. And a throwdown.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Wall with it up top. Now down 6. Screen coming. Wall matched up with Paul. There it is, John Wall. Missed his first. That one goes. What do you see in John Wall's game, Jay, that sets him apart?
That he could probably finish with his left hand better than he could finish with his right. I remember watching him in high school. He was jumping off his right foot and dunking the ball lefty as if it was that easy. He can do it with both hands, which makes him way more efficient around the rim.
Wall across the timeline. Down 6. A shot rejected by Capella. That one out of bounds off a rocket. Beal. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Wall. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. To Harden. From the outside, no good. Paul up to block the shot. And that one is out. It's Wall. There it is, John Wall. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We're through 1 with the visiting Rockets out in front. Jay and I back with more from our nation's capital. After this, you're tuned into the NBA on EA Sports. 1 quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
To Paul. For 3. And Chris Paul, quick catch and shoot there. 4-3.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Nene to Carter Williams. And a nice finish at the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Fires the 3. Defense was ready. Tough shot for Austin Rivers. Gordon with it. It's a 9-point lead. Lets it fly from long range. Wizards grab the rebound. Terrific vision. Got it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Rivers. Oh, he had him there for a second. Rivers against Chris Paul. Knocked loose. Rockets have the steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Shot from the lane won't go. He won't get away with this one. Referee calls it intentional.
Wow, maybe a design disruption right there. Or probably just an accident.
Michael Carter Williams against the 5-time All-Star. Down to 5 on the 24. The shot denied by John Wall. 24-second violation. Scott Brooks going to shift gears, make some changes to his lineup. Wall into the front court. Down 11 to Porter. Doesn't get the bounce.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
It's Washington with the basketball. Bradley Beal. He's 2 for 2 now.
Bradley Beal, a first-time All-Star last year, averaging just under 23 points per game. Glad to know everybody eats.
Gordon with it. Up 6. Deep right corner. Beyond the arc for 3. Tucker, dead-on three-point shooter. Tough to guard.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Howard. Wall. Tough make through traffic.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Gordon up against Beal. Nene. Over the line. Backcourt violation. Wall. Oh, bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. To P.J. Tucker. And the finish off the nice step through.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Green with the basketball. The lead stands at 9. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
To P.J. Tucker. From long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Wall to Beal. Here comes the screen. Beal sizing up Eric Gordon. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound by Nene.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Count the basket at the rim.
Eric Gordon finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting after winning the previous year. But what's even more astonishing is watching his development at his time in Houston. In New Orleans, often it looked like he was lost. But there's no doubt about it. In H-Town last year, he found a second life.
Porter. To Beal. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Another chance. Howard. Porter. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Cruises inside for 2.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Beal. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Time expires to end the first half. It's been all Rockets. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. It's a 5-second violation. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Paul. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Paul to Anthony. Paul. Rebound taken by Wall. Porter to Wall. 4-3. Can't get the bounce. Now Paul with the basketball. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul to Chris. Anthony, defended by the former Hoya. The drive, right to the basket. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
That ball's out of bounds off one of the Wizards. Harden matched up with Beal. To Paul. Had a chance, but it's no good.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipping.
Harden in possession. His guys leading by 14. James Harden, consistent effort. He's at 50%. The way he gets to the line, you have to respect every part of his game.
He is an occupational hazard for referees. He's the MVP of drawing fouls. He constantly baits the defender, which makes the defender's hands drop, which allows James Harden to drop buckets on you.
That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Beal. Harden to Chris. Off the assist.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
To Beal. Wall to Porter. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Paul into the front court. His guys holding the... Got a piece of him.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Tucker. Goes to the right side. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
That's what you like. That rip through right into the shot. That's smooth.
Have to respect all elements of his game. Over to the right side. Oh, had him going there for a second. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Fires the three. Not getting the bounce. Paul with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Cleaning the offensive glass. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Capella. Here's a chance from long range, and he buries it.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Now the Wizards going to take the timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Wall Gets it in the right corner. Bradley Beal. He's 3 for 7.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Oh, whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Michael Carter-Williams, defended by Wall. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Porter sizing up Green to Howard. Throws it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Gordon, defended by Markieff Morris. Nothing going here on that drive. To Carter-Williams. Down to 5 on the 24. For 3, had to force that one, but it's no good. Oh, he had him there for a second. And strokes it. 3 quarters down. The Rockets way out in front. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the 4th quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Oh, blocked away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Oh, blocked by Chris.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Misses the second as well. To Harden. Great dish to set it up. Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And James... Not sure why he was so wide open there. Can only imagine how frustrating that is to stop.
It's beyond an arduous task for the defender. I'm getting frustrated even talking about it. Let me tell you 2 reasons why. Number 1, he's been top 5 in the league since the 2012-13 season in free throws attempted per game. That's pretty impressive. Will make any defender hesitant. And number 2, whenever the league implements a rule about you called the Harden rule for his knack for drawing cheap fouls, that's going to make any defender have a difficult time guarding Mr. Harden.
Fires the 3. They dared him, and he burns them.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
Time to shuffle things up. Austin Rivers. Lets it fly from long range. Defense was ready. Tough shot for Austin Rivers. Harden with it up top. Looking to make something happen. James Harden with that shot. He's 5 for 8.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Great look and vision. Paul, that rising above. The rim, a Carmelo Anthony special.
Ooh, is today Throwback Thursday? A little flash of the old Melo right there.
Doesn't have the end of putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Marquise Chris rocking the rim. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Harden. To Paul. How you practice leads to that nice pump fake.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Austin Rivers. Oubre matched up with Nene. That ball's out of bounds off one of the Wizards. Paul against the former #1 pick. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Wall against Chris Paul. To Kelly Oubre. From the painted area, won't go down. Paul across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Nothing going here on that drive. Layup goes down. Well done.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Wall guarded by CP3. And he finishes at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
It's the Rockets who are victorious as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
known to shoot himself in the foot politically, but today he managed to destroy his best remaining legal defense after Cohen implicated him in 2 felonies, and he did it on national television. Now, he took to Twitter this morning to defend himself against illegal hush money payments that Cohen said Trump directed him to pay. He tweeted that Cohen is supposed to know the law, that the liability is with Cohen if a mistake is made. Now, I don't know how effective that defense would be, but it's clear that's the best defense he's got, right? And Trump definitely wouldn't want to do anything to undermine his best defense, right?
So, Mr. President, let's get into, if we can, Michael Cohen. He was your attorney. 3 years he was sentenced yesterday, and it may seem like he got a break because it could have been twice as much, but it's still 3 years in federal prison, $500,000 in restitution. This was someone who surreptitiously recorded you, is now known as a criminal liar. Yet this was someone who was in your inner circle. Why did you hire Michael Cohen?
First of all,
That was his title.
very low-level work.
Why did you need him?
Public relations that he did law, but he did, so you'd see him on television, he was okay on television. But years ago, many years, like 12, 13 years ago, he did me a favor. He was on a committee, and he was so responsive and so good. And I said, he's a nice guy. I should...
Wait a minute. That was the favor?
By downplaying the idea that Cohen was his lawyer, stating that he...
We come to you north of the border from Toronto, Ontario. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Raptors are Canada's team. Only fitting. Toronto's the 4th largest city in North America.
Ed, all that sounds great, but I'll tell you what, I love everything about T-Dot. The food, the music, the culture, the people, the energy of the city. It's off the charts. Every NBA player wants to come through the 6.
No one really cares if it's cold because inside these walls, it's always revved up. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a 1-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
To Harden. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake. Can only imagine how frustrating that is to stop.
It's beyond an arduous task for the defender. I'm getting frustrated even talking about it. Let me tell you 2 reasons why. Number 1, he's been top 5 in the league since the 2012-13 season in free throws attempted per game. That's pretty impressive. Will make any defender hesitant. And number 2, whenever the league implements a rule about you called the Harden rule for his knack for drawing cheap fouls, that's going to make any defender have a difficult time guarding Mr. Harden.
The shot, almost. The follow won't go either. To Lowry. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. For 3, he made his first effort, but not that time. To Leonard. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Missed his first, that one goes.
Look, no one was more disappointed in how the 18 season ended than Kyle Lowry. I'm sure he's been playing those games over and over in his mind like a bad nightmare. I would be shocked if we don't see a bigger edge and a bigger chip on his shoulder, because the reality is they need to start finding some answers in the 6 and quick.
Harden in possession, down by 1. Here's a chance from long range, and James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Lowry into the front court, looking to make something happen. Valanciunas to Lowry. Rockets have it. Short jumper won't go down. Leonard to Ibaka. Can't connect from inside. Marquise Chris to Harden. Fires the 3. He made his first effort, but not that time. Danny Green to Ibaka. Serge Ibaka slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. On the drive, it's Paul, but his shot stays out.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
And Kyle Lowry still able to get it to go down after the closeout.
Lowry's been an all-star 4 straight years, but I got a real question. Who is Kyle Lowry? Right now, it seems like a serviceable guard. In order for Kyle Lowry to be the guy that Kyle Lowry knows he can be, it's time to take that game to another level, my man.
Lays it up and in. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game.
Have you seen the latest items in our silent auction? Have a look for yourself in the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Ooh, Chris Paul. 2 of 4 now. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Lets it fly from long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses.
Because it
That's
wasn't
why you're on
taking
the
it
floor.
first, then it
You keep
took.
doing what you're doing with that superior
Man, I think it's the
confidence.
date on my phone.
Nah, it
To
ain't
Leonard.
good.
Jumper's good.
The defense is doing such a good
They
job
do like
of
us, like
denying him
something.
the ball and really getting in his pocket, but he got that one to go.
Paul across the timeline. 5-point game.
Yeah, it's one
To
of
Harden. From
them.
long range. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
That's off of Leonard. Out of bounds. Paul. He was all over him. Kawhi Leonard. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
First quarter's complete. The Raptors have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Leonard. Fires the 3. VanVleet denied. Have to like the defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To VanVleet. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down?
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Short jumper won't fall. To Leonard. Another chance. Jonas Valanciunas. He's 2 for 2 now.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Carter Williams. Driving right to the basket. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Missed it at the line. To Van Vliet. That's blocked by Capella.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Carter Williams. Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. Lowry into the front court. His team up by 7. Textbook defense. That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. Time to shuffle things up.
Number 3, Chris Paul.
Kawhi Leonard sizing up Eric Gordon. Fred Van Vliet to Valanciunas. Jonas Valanciunas. 3 for 3 in this first half.
Number 23.
Paul into the front court. 9-point margin. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Chris Paul has got 2 shots coming. A career 86% from the line. First try at the line, no good. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Lowry to Ibaka. Nice pass to get things going.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Paul. Tough shot. Well defended.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To Capella. And the slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Leonard to Danny Green. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Well, you can't do that.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make...
Make a statement. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Substitutions.
Rockets have the ball. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
To Ibaka. Beyond the arc for 3. Missed it. Green with the basketball. Margins 8. Valanciunas there for the board. To Van Vliet. Won't go. Gerald Green. That pass taken away by Toronto. To Ibaka. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Carter Williams with it up top. Under a minute to go before halftime. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. To Leonard. Shot from in close, no good. Green with the basketball. Trailing by 10. Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. Lowry. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Toronto has the basketball. Carter Williams with it up top. Down 8. The drive right to the basket. Oh, straight down the middle for 2. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Good. A 3 at the buzzer. Everything going right so far as they've extended the lead. That's it for the first half. The Raptors in front. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Lowry. A pass taken away by the Rockets.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guys lead here early stages third quarter. To Valanciunas. That's blocked by Nene.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
All right, Baca up to block the shot.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Rejected by Green.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Valanciunas. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
To Lowry. Great feed. Big finish at the rim.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay, but you're definitely not fooling me twice.
Fast pace. Mike D'Antoni giving his guys a breather. Now it's Harden at the controls. 4-3. Not that time. Around the perimeter. That pass taken away by Toronto. Lowry. And the rebound taken down by Houston. Harden with it up top. The deficit now up to 13. Shot from the lane won't go. Clint Capella. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Underutilized. 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 Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of it.
And the finish. Slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Harden with the basketball. His guys down 11. To Capella. Anthony. That's how you defend.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Valanciunas. Jonas Valanciunas. He's now 5 for 6.
Valanciunas giving you that size, giving you that length, a guy that can extend the defense. But you kind of forget that he was the 5th pick taken overall in 2011.
That's blocked by Kawhi.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's